put this placard up today. As you can see here, until the last man and the last van have gone. I think I would have preferred not until the last man and the last van have gone. I've cleaned them all up, spruced them up for a new week. It's 27 weeks now, demolition drilling, and the noise has not abated. Since this morning, when I took you on a tour of the vehicles, they're much less prolific now. There's a tenant's car there, or a tenant's relative. That's not counted. As you can see, most of them have gone home for Friday on the Abbey Road. This morning you could hardly walk between the vehicles. And most days are like that now. Vehicles so heavy on the ground you can't get past them. It was stormy and turbulent, and the new placard kept being blown down. With a little bit of reinforcement, it will stand for the next 7 weeks. Fuel-less cars, vehicles, lorries, scaffolding lorries. But it caused a lot of difficulty for the tenants getting in and out. We're all tired. It's gone on for too long. And we've another 7 weeks of this hellhole. That's the hoist, with its motto, "The only way is the way up." Still seems to me that the tenants are going down. No one seems to give a damn about us, or how we get our vehicles in or out, those that have them. The Polish gangs are still here, turfing out the garages, turfing out the room downstairs, and they usually come about 5. They're here all day. They make me hang out. Sometimes when Stoneforce have gone, I won't go in until they have gone as well. This second wave are a bit less violent than the first wave of Polish gang workers way back in 2006. But they don't have a great deal to say for themselves. I can't blame them. All the builders were all caught in this total and utter mess. One block slab drilled 3 times in 7 years, and 7 more weeks to go. If I had the hardboard, if I wasn't so tired on Sunday, I'd get myself to the art shop. I can't remember where it is, in the East End of London, on a Saturday. Get the hardboard to make some more placards. Bruce Ritchie deserves one more placard along the front of the block for the next 7 weeks. But at this moment in time, I'm too tired. I don't know what to say. Been a lot of support from the public today. And I had a nice visit from my son, unexpectedly. I haven't seen him since his birthday, a year last March. That was lovely. Back in the protest mode, which is what he grew up with, a protesting mother. It gets quiet from 5:30 to 6:30 to 7 when they all go home. But it was sad to see the tenants here who have cars. Very desperate indeed. One isn't supposed to carry her shopping, but she couldn't get her car in. And the other tenant was trying to leave to go on a distant journey. It was chock-a-block full, with no room for manoeuvre on the ground. We had a mountaineer abseiling at the front of the block. A lovely man. Presumably he pays for his mountaineering through the work he does as a painter. Very brave indeed. That's Will going off in his van. He always waves as he passes on the Abbey road. And it's been a learning curve for me that even in the building trade there are actually some very nice people. To my shame, I thought they were all the same kind of breed. But not Will. He's tried to help out in whatever way he can. And sometimes Pat Etherson, the project's manager, has tried to smooth things out. But the drilling this week has been extremely heavy. It's one of the Polish workers leaving. Thank God it's Friday and that they're not delaying my exit from this site, which they did yesterday. I get back pain between my shoulder blades after about 3.5 hours out here every day. They don't know that I'm in pain. There's nothing I can do about that except take anti-inflammatories, which only give about half an hour's relief. That's because I'm standing and not sitting, and my back can't take it anymore. Maybe it's because I'm 64, going on 65. But there are some moments of absolute joy. Today I saw the wind rippling along the branches of this tree, and the rain and the moisture from the rain and the moisture driven along the branches by the wind. It seemed to me that the leaves were igniting into a green flame. I so much want my life back, but I have to do this so that no one has a foothold in my soul anymore. I have to see this to the end. If it's the last thing I do, someone has to stand up for residents, flat owners, homeowners, tenants, statutory tenants like myself. We're all caught up in this, and there's nothing we can do about any of it. There's no legal redress. Today the Ombudsman turned down our complaint, our stage 2 complaint against the noise team and the dust team. No surprise there. And their statement and the draft of that statement is so shoddy and so full of spelling mistakes and illiterate statements that you have to wonder what on earth are the Ombudsman's office about. We've requested another Ombudsman, another member of staff from that department investigate the complaint, but the whole thing is going to Karen Buck, the only person who can make any sense of anything in Westminster. I'm very sad. I'm very distressed by turn, but sometimes these moments of joy just come, as it were, like small miracles in passing. The public are supportive. What more can I ask? But nothing will change. The building industry will continue on its way. And I will have been out here for a very long time for nothing. In 7 weeks it will be history. I will be history out here. And Stoneforth will be history. And hopefully Bruce Ritchie will have gone. But the building industry will go on. And this will happen again in other blocks. In St John's Wood, Kensington, wherever this terrible renovation and colonisation is going on. One person can change nothing. Nothing at all. But at least I stood against them. I stood against Bruce Ritchie and what he stood for. And I didn't back down. He wrecked my life for 7 whole years in this block. I hope for the next 7 weeks. I hope for the next 7 weeks to generate enough feedback to ensure that he is not forgotten either. To make sure he never receives Landlord of the Year, as he did in 2012. The building industry is riddled with corruption. Westminster Council, what I know of it, aids and abets the building industry and does nothing for its tenants and the responsible flat owners in Westminster. The noise team, the dust team are not fit for purpose anymore. And when a new council gets in, if it ever does in Westminster, they should all go. All of them, every last one. Because to hold office in that way and to do nothing is an abnegation of their duty to us all. And I hope Karen Butt can remedy some of this. But there's nothing I can do. Absolutely nothing. I get a little bit of peace on Saturday afternoon and Sunday, and the hell starts all over again. This peace, which I can hear now, we have been denied for most of 2013. It's not ours. It has to be paid for. Like the entry phone system they're installing. Apparently it's not free. We all have to pay for it. Well, I'm not paying anything. I didn't ask for it. I don't want it. I just simply want my life back. I want to be able to write about these trees, about the poplar trees in the distance that I shared with Stephen Spender for so many years. I want my life back as a poet. My life has been purloined from me. And I'm very, very angry. This is one very angry poet. It's Friday. I've been very busy cleaning placards, restoring them. Looking forward to the time in 7 weeks that I don't have to do it anymore. To judge from this morning, the amount of men that are going to be thrown at this block and vehicles. They have to finish 10 flats in 4 weeks. Otherwise, it's something like 90,000 a month, payable to Bruce Ritchie. And they've got another 3 weeks for these 2 ground floor flats.